Hello, I'm Joe and welcome to Access A-List. Now, this week we heard the sad news that Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobbi Kristina, has passed away after several months in a coma. The 22-year-old was found unconscious in her bathtub in January in a scene that echoed her mother's sad death in 2012, something Bobbi Kristina had always struggled to get over. Relatives released a statement saying she's finally at peace and in the arms of God, and thanked people for a tremendous amount of love and support in the last few months, while her father, singer Bobby Brown, said he was completely numb but continued, "My family must find a way to live with her in spirit and honour her memory. Our loss is unimaginable. We thank everyone for the prayers for Chrissy and our family as we mourn my baby girl." There's also been some troubling news that her boyfriend, Nick Gordon, may now face a manslaughter charge for securing her the drugs which led to the overdose in January. Either way, our thoughts are with Bobbi Kristina's family and friends at this sad time. Now, the claws are most definitely out on the catwalk, as Kate Moss has apparently blacklisted her one-time protege Cara after becoming increasingly annoyed at her behaviour. This week we found out that Cara had left Storm Models, the agency that made both Brit women household names. Plus, Kate is upset about the reported feud between Cara and fellow supermodel Naomi Campbell. A source close to Moss said Kate has blacklisted Cara now. It's very unfortunate and hopefully might be a temporary thing, but they're definitely not friends at the moment. Now, this comes just weeks after the pair were pictured looking very close indeed in a Burberry ad campaign, and is further trouble for Moss, whose relationship with rocker Jamie Hince of The Kills looks to be heading for divorce. And it's also been a tough week for Cara, who gave an epically awkward interview on US TV on Wednesday. Make sure you check out Access A-List on Twitter for the full excruciating clip. Recently retired supermodel Gisele has been accused of misappropriating the burqa by covering up in the traditional Muslim veil in a failed attempt to evade the paparazzi as she checked into a plastic surgery clinic in Paris. While not 1 inch of her world-famous looks were visible under the head-to-toe black garment, she was given away by her longtime chauffeur, who was spotted dropping off 2 women believed to be Gisele and her sister Rafaela in burqas at the Clinique du Parc Monsieur. That's how you say it, by the way. He was then spotted picking the women up the very next day. Now, sources have told the New York Post that the former catwalk star underwent an $11,000 surgery to fix, and I quote, her sagging breasts and eyes, before being taken to a spa retreat with her sister. Gisele recently retired from modelling after earning $47 million last year, making her the highest paid model in the world. Omar Sharif Jr., grandson of the famous Egyptian actor Omar Sharif, says being gay was never an issue for his grandfather. "Before anything, in the eyes of my grandparents, I was a grandson," he explained in an interview on Tuesday. Sharif's grandfather and namesake, most well known for Lawrence of Arabia and Dr. Zhivago, passed away earlier this month after suffering from Alzheimer's disease. On Shabab Talk, Sharif Jr. was asked how he would respond to people that accuse him of tarnishing his grandfather's image. "I think the best thing I could do in life is to live openly and authentically and happily. And if I'm doing that, I know I'm making them happy." The actor highlighted his work with the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation and also had advice for other young people going through similar struggles, saying, "If I could give one, it is to be open enough to be who you are. Don't pay attention to the conversation happening around you. Pay attention to the conversation happening in your heart and in your head, because that's the only thing you can control." His emotional interview following his grandfather's death was also his first appearance on Arabic TV. Now, David Beckham has a new tattoo. Alright, we know it's not exactly life-changing news, but listen, it's a slow week, so just bear with us. Beck's added to his already impressive body art collection with the words "Pretty Lady" above his daughter Harper's name on his neck in honour of his little girl. The star teased fans on Instagram with pics from the Shamrock Social Club tattoo parlour in LA and captioned the shot with a message to his daughter, writing, "Hey pretty lady, just adding to the collection of tattoos that mean so much to me." So he's a world-class footballer, a nice bloke and a good dad. David Beckham really does make me sick. Good news for music fans in the UAE, as we found out this week that Ellie Goulding will be headlining Dubai Music Week. She'll be performing on the 24th of September, followed by a performance from American rock band 30 Seconds to Mars, who are fronted by Oscar-winning actor Jared Leto, on the 25th. The organisers have also teased us the cheeky things, saying that 2 more music legends, one Arabic and one urban, will be announced in the next few weeks. Ellie was also spotted leaving Abbey Road Studios this week, where it's rumoured she was recording the theme for the new Bond movie Spectre, which is out in October. However, there's sad news for fans of absurdly loud voices, as Peter Dixon, the iconic voice of the X Factor UK, has announced he's stepping down for the upcoming 12th series. The voiceover artist tweeted, "After the best 11 years with the X Factor, it's time for me to check out and cut loose." Dixon has been with the show since its inception, and for many, the X Factor without him is simply unthinkable, so plenty of fans took to social media to express their shock and disappointment. Now, the show has undergone a lot of changes for the new series, with a new look judging panel and presenters, so speculation is rife that Peter was forced out. However, while we'll have to wait to find out who will be the voice of the new series, we at Access A-List would like to wish Peter Dixon the best of luck for the future. And finally, Mariah Carey is due to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Following the announcement, the 45-year-old took to her Instagram page, writing, "Super excited and feeling so humbled about my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Thank you so much to the fans for making this happen for me. You're welcome, Mariah." She also posted a photo of a mock-up star imprinted with her name. She will be the 2,556th person to receive the honour when the ceremony goes ahead on August the 5th. As always, we finish with films, and here's this week's big releases. Now, first up, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation is the 5th instalment in the popular franchise, and this time Ethan Hunt, played, of course, by Tom Cruise, and the team take on their most impossible mission yet, eradicating the Syndicate, a rogue international organisation as highly skilled as they are. Now, the action in this movie is absolutely bonkers, and it's been getting rave reviews from critics too, so it has to be our pick of the week. Now, next up, despite consistently failing to impress critics, Adam Sandler remains one of Hollywood's most bankable stars, and in his new film, The Cobbler, he plays, you guessed it, a cobbler, who, bored of his everyday life, stumbles upon a magical heirloom that allows him to become other people and see the world in a different way. It has more of a tender heart than some of Sandler's other offerings, but to be honest, it's a pretty run-of-the-mill affair. Finally, Beyond the Reach is a cat and mouse thriller set in the Mojave Desert, where a naked, yes naked, and unarmed hunting guide, played by Jeremy Irvin, is pursued by a wealthy hunter, Michael Douglas, who wants to ensure his silence over the death of an old man. To be honest, it's just as silly as it sounds, but is quite good fun as well. That's it from this week's Access A-List, and as always, for all the latest showbiz news from all over the globe, check out levant.tv and follow us on Twitter at Access A-List. Now, this week, we thought we'd play you out with the brand new trailer for Marvel's latest blockbuster, The Fantastic Four. It stars Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan and is in UK cinemas next week. I'm Joe. See you next time.
If you want to stop him, it's going to take everything you have.